was just some trick to tell me I'm insane. I jumped off my roof because I thought that I could fly. I spent 3 days in the hospital alone because I had to try. I still don't know why I'm running around chasing this dragonfly. I still don't know how I woke up this morning with only one eyebrow. I think that my mind's a little defective, caught up in the everyday traffic of different perspectives. Well, I need someone to call my own, someone to help me get out of this twilight zone. I think it could be you. The look in your eyes is telling me it could be true. But if you want me to be your Romeo, well, I can't do that, but I can always be your very own superhero. You be my Lois Lane, but I'll be your Superman. We'll run away, I've got a plan. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to WITticisms. Hopefully, you guys have been listening to all of the broadcasts or podcasts or videos or whatever that we've been doing all along the way here. And hopefully you've been enjoying them, or you are just gluttons for punishment. I don't know. But I am your host, Scott Swenson, and I am surrounded by the cast and crew and everybody else of Wit Improv, providing you a socially distanced opportunity to experience improvised comedy and plain old silliness. So let me introduce.
Sorry, do we have something going on in the background, like a news report or something?
There's an echo.
Echo?
That would be the echo from your speaker, Scott, I think.
All right,
Echo?
very good. Sorry
Okay.
about that, guys.
No, I'm not getting any echo on my end. Well, actually, I am a little bit, so I'm hearing it from somebody else.
Oh, is it me? No?
I'm not hearing it at all.
Oh, maybe it's you, Jill.
Very good. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Okay, that was really scary on the video. So anyway, let's go around and introduce everybody. First, let's talk about the guy who has voices in his head, which is Vinny Natali.
Hey, guys, how are you? That's okay. The voices have cut out. We're ready to move on, I guess. I thought I heard something.
That's good. And on my screen,
It's so lonely.
everyone's. Oh, it's the voices in your head or in your hand?
Well, it depends on where my hand is.
Also on screen, or joining you vocally, Mr. Alex Crow.
Hello!
Yay!
Yay! I like
He's
that!
been torturing us with sound effects for the last half hour, and when you finally say his name, all he says is hello.
I'm working on it.
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. You got it. Got a new
There we
app.
go.
Yep, and I'll tell you, Alex, that's definitely a pain in the app right there. So, dad joke. So we also have the lovely cast member, Jill Witecki.
Thank you so much for having me back.
Thanks for not leaving us stranded and making it just an odd sausage party.
That's the name of my punk band from college.
Speaking of odd sausage party, Mr. Billy Martinez.
Hey! Hi! Welcome to my sausage party. With one taco.
Sausage party of one. Your table's ready. And of course, he's wearing a hat, and we'll find out about that in just a moment. But today he's wearing a hat. Mr. Eric Hughes.
Hello, everyone. The hat and I greet you.
A man of many hats.
Well, or at least one.
Yeah, well,
At least one for the moment. And of course, the man who without his presence, we simply would be quieter. Mr. Seth Keith.
Hi, how you doing?
There you go. Yeah, he decided, Seth actually realized that it took him 3 episodes, but that's good. He realized that since this is both a podcast and a video, just waving doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You're just, listening to us. And he's shaking his head now. I will translate.
You can't hear
Baby
anything I'm saying. I'm
baby
trying to
steps.
mouth and yeah.
Ironically, sound was his downfall. Yeah, say something.
Yeah, I
usually
know.
receive sound. I don't communicate sound to give me.
That's fascinating. Thanks, Seth. Okay, back to being quiet. So now, but okay. So we've already.
Boy, quarantine made you a dick.
Oh. It's so funny.
I'm already crying tears of joy. Thanks, Scott.
It's funny. This is episode 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Who's spending time? No one's watching this shit.
It's true. And as one of the people watching this shit, I went back and actually listened to the last one. And it reminded me so much of bad 1970s AM radio.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. We're cornering the market.
Yes. So for those of you
There's
who
only a couple of us here who actually remember radio
Yeah.
from the 70s.
there's only a couple of us here who remember radio. Just saying.
And now
So-
with Alex's app, we're actually heading into the 80s radio.
Wow.
Yeah, the zoo in the morning.
It's the dolphin at 6 a.m.
on your morning drive to work.
Yes, exactly. Well, before we get too much further into this, I think we actually do need to give our disclaimer.
Oh, yeah.
We are responsible. We are considerate of our audience, so we have to give our witticisms disclaimer. But we're going to do it in our own way. We're going to do both a good, a bad, and an absolute worst disclaimer. And to kick things off, here is Mr. Eric Hughes to give us a good disclaimer.
Thank you, Scott. Yes. Whereas Wit Improv tries to be sensitive to the feelings and emotions to all of our listeners and viewers, occasionally some of our humor may be found somewhat off-color to some people. And if that is the case, we truly apologize and would like you to know that we don't mean any offense by anything that we say. We love you all and we want you to be happy.
That was a very good disclaimer. Yes. Pause for that.
Love, love, love.
So now to give us a bad disclaimer, Mr. Alex Crow.
Thanks, Scott. We're going to say stuff that pisses you off, that you're not going to agree with, and you're just going to have to deal with it. We're not sorry. We're not going to apologize. This is life, folks. Get used to it.
That was a bad disclaimer.
Bad.
That was bad. When it came to bad, you excelled. That was
Hey.
great. And speaking of excelling at being bad, to give us the absolute worst possible disclaimer, Mr. Billy Martinez.
Thank you, Scott.
Martini.
As mentioned before, this is Wit Improv Podcast, and we're an improv comedy troupe. And with comedy, you have irony, you have satire, and you have pathos. All things that make comedy good. So with that being said, and in the direction the economy is going, in a couple of weeks, none of this will matter because we'll all be on the street sucking dick.
Oh.
I needed a disclaimer for that disclaimer.
Yeah,
It's
next
the
time
worst one.
we'll have to
Thank goodness at least 3 of us on this screen have some experience with that.
You, Alex, and Seth?
I'm not going to
play the game at home, deciding which 3.
That does not count.
Part of our at-home game. Please leave
Well,
a comment below which 3 of us you think it is.
And the funny thing is, it's sort of like,
All right, I needed a ride home, okay?
and I'm so glad I had my car that day.
I need
Actually, it was
a
my
job.
car.
We've
I
all
lent
gotten
it to
rides
him.
home from Scott.
I don't know why I did it anyways.
Yeah, I do remember a long blackout session after the last time I went to Alex's house. Yeah.
You needed
Now
the
we're
job.
up to 5. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Everybody's admitting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's a very good segue actually into what I'd like to talk about first, and that is the absolute dumbest things that we have seen during quarantine. I mean, other than Billy giving head because he's really bad at it, but the dumbest things that we have seen during quarantine. Now, I will tell you my absolute favorite so far is everybody's wearing masks now. They're wearing the protective masks, but if you wear them on your forehead, it does absolutely nothing.
You do
Does
look
nothing
like,
on your neck either.
you do look like a Klingon though, which is
Plus.
Or you see the people who have them over their mouth, but their nose is just wide open, just not even close.
the people who pull their t-shirt. The people who pull their t-shirt up over their nose.
Yes, this one.
Those are good ones.
Vinny looks like a community theater George Washington right now.
I did that.
You're wearing underwear on your head.
I did that years ago.
I cannot tell a lie.
This reminds me of a Monty Python Gumby.
Oh yeah, FR.
Open the door and come in.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, my brain hurts. Come in. No, open the door and come in.
Or it could be a community theater production of The Crucible. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Now Vinny's ready to cook at a Chipotle.
Oh Lord.
You can do a whole show with that. You can be Santa Claus.
Yeah, guess
the world
Vinny's job
with this
by the position of his mask.
For the world with this. My daughter made this for me. I told her, I said, I'm going to run to the store. She said, you need a mask now. It's the wall. You need a mask. And she made this for me. She did.
That's very sweet.
You make it out of underwear?
I don't know what it's made out of.
I don't want to go there.
That might be a little inappropriate to ask.
You guys go. I'm going to stay right here.
I feel like I'm a bank robber every time I put my mask on to go into a store. So all right, let's get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna knock the place over.
Now, we could all have some fun with this. They've said that it has to be a face covering. They didn't say exactly what the face covering had to be.
Oh, yeah.
So if any of us, Scott, I know you got this, the big mascot head.
He had a great shot of this horrible.
Wait a minute.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
If you're not watching the video right now, you need to be. Because...
So go to YouTube and see what Scott put. That's
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Is that appropriate to wear to Walmart?
All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds to tell the audience exactly what we're looking at. I'm going to go first. I am looking at the sex child of the clown from It and Bob Marley.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, he looks like if the alien predator went to a Halloween rave.
That's Courtney Love after a month of quarantine and not being able to get her eyebrows did.
The guy from Saw who went to a Ziggy Marley cosplay.
Am I doing this right? Is this right?
Are you wearing a
the Joker and Harley Quinn had a baby.
All right, my absolute favorite thing that I've seen in the
That was a garbage can, wasn't it?
Somebody was
trap on
a party hat, a cone hat.
Oh yeah,
over their head, like over their mouth, like a beak.
Actually, that's reminiscent of the old the masks from
the plague.
Plague masks.
Yeah.
The plague doctor mask.
That'd be cool to have the whole plague outfit on when you go to Publix. You're like,
right?
I'm a plague doctor.
And medieval on everybody.
I don't know if you guys want to take this serious. There's something that's dumb that's happened that it's not funny. It's
the afternoon press briefings.
No,
you beat me to it.
Those are so tragic. Those are just tragic.
What were you going to say, Vinny?
Here in Florida, about a church that wouldn't close its doors, and to me, that was the first thing that came to my head when Scott said the dumbest thing you've seen during all this. I just have this image of God looking down and saying, God don't like stupid. Close the church. It took Dr. Phil coming out and making a statement.
Wait, Dr. Phil came out?
He came out and made a statement.
Be careful with how
I know it.
Who had
Well, he was
April
pretty close to
14th in the
Oprah.
poll?
You know.
Well, it's funny because there was actually something in the news where a pastor refused to close it down,
And he died.
it's not funny. He passed away after
Yes.
having open church. So there is that kind of moment of God going, "I don't like stupid." So you kind of got what you wanted, Vinny.
What's a pastor?
And you guys know I am a cradle Catholic, and I take that stuff seriously. And Easter was a little bit weird this year, having to watch the Pope celebrate Mass on TV. Now, it was kind of cool seeing the Pope celebrate Mass because you don't get to do that on an everyday basis. But I am so tired of. Sorry, we're going out of funny and into political, but
Well, no,
I'm
wait,
so tired of all of these.
Quick question. Does the Pope celebrate Easter every day? Because you said it was something you didn't see every day, and
That's true. It's yeah. Well, I mean, he's the Pope.
we
so
don't know
kinda,
about what
I
he
guess.
does when his private time every day. We don't
Valid.
know.
I'm sorry, Jill. Go ahead with your story.
Good question. It's a
Maybe
good
he
question.
practices every day
When
for
the
Easter.
But I'm so tired of these late night opinion commentators on a station that will remain nameless, trying to frame this as some kind of suppression of religious freedom. You have all the freedom in the world still to believe, to practice, to stand on the rooftops as long as it's your own and nobody else is standing near you. Nobody's telling you can't watch church on TV. They're just telling you that you cannot gather in large groups of people. Now, the stupidest thing I've seen to play off of that, Vinny, is apparently Florida has decided that both liquor stores and the WWE are essential businesses and can carry on, but that drive-through church is not okay.
I agree with half of that.
Well, I think
If
if you're
the liquor stores closed, the whole city would be WWE.
True. So I'm not complaining that the liquor stores are still open. I'm complaining that WWE has been considered an essential business when so many other things aren't.
Wasn't it?
Oh
some
man,
kind of
I'm
fighting thing?
a WWE
on
fan.
Island?
I want to jump to their defense, Jill. I want to jump to their defense.
Off the top turnbuckle, are you jumping from
I'm jumping. But that's okay. We'll leave WWE and their the steps they've taken to keep everybody safe. We'll leave that to another episode, maybe. That's going to be a hot button issue.
Hey, if they would all wear luchador masks to do it,
Exactly.
I'd feel totally differently.
Oh, yeah.
There you go there too.
The one that bothers me is I was out driving around. So the interesting thing about quarantine for me is it has actually taken me back to the 1950s where, hey, after dinner, let's go out for a drive, which basically means just drive around and not get out and do anything.
Wow, yeah.
So we decided, let's go out for a drive. And we were out driving around and we decided, you know what, let's see what's happening at some of these major chain stores like a Walmart or a Target or whatever. And so Walmart is the one that we drove by was holding people. They were closed. They closed all their doors but one. They were counting the number of people coming in, counting the number of people going out. Smart. I applaud them for that. However, the people standing in line were shoulder to shoulder with each other.
Right.
Home Depot. We went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Get air filters, and it was the same thing.
Oh, see, our Home Depot had tape lines on the sidewalk, and you had to wait 6 feet from the
Well,
person
they had
in front
tape
of you.
lines, but no one was standing in them.
And my Walmart had tape lines outside the door, and people were standing within the recommended distance. I waited an hour in line outside of Walmart, and I was 6 feet apart.
It's arbitrary, though, because we go to Publix or to Winn-Dixie to get food, and they're just letting people in and out. And yet we tried to go to Sam's Club, and they're only letting 20 people in Sam's Club. 20
And one-way aisles now.
But then,
Yes.
but then at Home Depot, which is, if not as big, probably slightly smaller of a building, and they were letting 100 people in at a time. So there's a disparity, and it's just, it's arbitrary. And I know everyone's doing their best, but it's frustrating.
I just like to go on record when I go shopping. I am quickly reminded how bad my diet is because everything I'm going to get is still completely stocked. And I'm like, I gotta check out my health eventually.
Well, no, in ours,
It's plentiful.
mac and cheese and all the crap things are gone. The vegetables and all the
Coca-Cola is never hard to get. The fudge cosmic brownies, got plenty.
Yeah.
Cosmic brownies, all right.
I am stocked on cosmic brownies. Veggies, not so much.
Oh, and see, all of my vegetarian meat products, totally full in the shelves.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is there
I remember-
ever a challenge finding that, Jill? Are they ever sold out?
Nope.
Okay, there you go.
Pandemic or not a challenge.
Our store was sold out of tofu. Bonnie eats tofu, and so she couldn't find that.
Really?
Yeah. I had to go to the Asian market.
Just like an extra
Go through luck.
Mhm.
Wow. All right. Well, this actually, us sitting around here bitching about this stuff, reminds me of a game that we've played for years. And this is a game that is called World's Worst. So, so what I'm going to do here is just to throw a little professional improv in there, or as close as we get. I don't know.
Not just us bitching about things.
Not just us bitching about things. This is us bitching about things in some sort of format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out World's Worst, and I will insert something. And I want whoever has an idea, I want you to raise your hand. I will call on you, and you can fill in your World's Worst, and we'll go until I get bored. Okay? So here we go. A little game called World's Worst. And the first one is World's Worst fabric to use for a mask. Jill.
Okay, so this is actually a true story. A friend of mine made a mask that was covered with little tiny penises. And she said that when people come up to her and say, hey, did you realize your mask is covered with little penises? She says, yes, and you're way too fucking close if you can tell that.
That's actually the best for me, but I love it. Okay,
That's
World's
good.
Worst. Other World's Worst fabric.
Fabric softeners?
Alex.
Does this condom fit all the way over my head?
When you're done with those underwear, I kind of need to make a mask.
Okay, Vinny.
When you're done with that used mask from the infirmary, I want to use it. I'm going to repurpose it.
2 tampons shoved in each nostril.
Is that 4 tampons total, Bill? Never mind. Okay. World's Worst things to hoard during a pandemic. Alex.
Cosmic fudge brownies.
I was actually going to do
Jill.
that.
Preschoolers.
Oh, no. X-Lax to help with all the toilet paper you've got.
Jill.
Fiesta bucket.
Oh, yes.
Alex.
LOL dolls.
Oh.
Alcohol.
Vinny, you look like you're about to explode.
Open the Fiesta bucket. Do not badmouth the Fiesta bucket. It's $150. I'm sorry. I know we're in the middle of a game, but Jill, you can't do that.
Was it good?
I haven't cooked any of it, but
Opened it, but you didn't cook it.
it looks promising.
It was made in 1984, but
Yeah, well,
I'm sure it's fine.
So here we go. World's Worst crafts to do with your kids.
Mm.
Billy.
Poop sculpture.
Alex.
Terrible.
All right, today, kids, we're going to build a casket for Grandma.
Oh.
Thank God for disclaimers.
No.
Wow!
Because she went to church and God don't like stupid.
I got one.
Eric.
Okay, kids, today we're going to make a doll for Daddy.
Oh, Lord. Anyone else? Okay. World's worst pickup lines during a pandemic.
Give us a second.
Was that it, Alex?
Hey, you drink it often?
Vinny.
Don't worry, darling. I haven't had a temperature in days.
Grandma?
Are you a disease? Because you won't leave me a Rona.
Oh. Oh. Jill.
This is stupid. I've never felt this close to anybody before.
Especially when you're trying to pick them up over Zoom. All right, and finally, Billy, I'm sorry, go ahead, Bill.
I can do this up to 7 feet away.
I think the world's best pickup line. That was good.
And finally, oh, and I can't wait for this one. World's worst comment made by a politician. Alex.
I control the government.
Said by our dictator-in-chief. Vinny.
What this is like the flu. It's like the flu.
Bill.
And then it's just miraculously going to go away.
Eric.
Children don't seem to get this disease.
Alex.
Andrew Cuomo, 2024.
Wait, no, is that the best or the worst? Because I'd kind of be on board for that one.
I don't know yet.
I'm all there for that one. I'm all there for that. Actually, I think it'd just be a great, pull it out of the hat and go, sure, why not?
Evidently, anybody can win, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
Anybody or nobody. I don't know. So wait a minute. I want to go
You
back.
got the white friends. Comrade.
Did you say the right friends or the white friends?
That's where I was. I thought he said the white friends. I'm thinking he said the
Why
right
can't it be both?
Lots of my comrades are white.
Comrade?
And now the FBI is listening.
Hey, that's 2 more listeners.
Hey!
Welcome our new federal friends.
You're number one.
Well, I do have to point out, we were number 1 last week in the category of improv on Podomatic.
Yes.
And how many other competitors were there?
Well, the week before we were 3. So there have to be at least 2 others
Right.
who died.
Oh. We got the kids to make a casket for them, so that's good.
Emma? So, no, Eric mentioned making a doll for daddies. Has anybody seen, honest to God, there is a video that is circulating around social media about how can I phrase this delicately? How to make a homemade masturbation device for men, basically a pocket pussy. And it uses
a pee-pee for your pee-pee.
And it's disposable. But Alex is getting out a pencil and paper. All you need is a condom, a paper cup, some foam rubber, and some duct tape. And
Instructions on how to make it. I see.
yeah,
I have a friend in high school who
There's an easier one. A jar of Hellman's mayonnaise.
I was going to say, I learned how to make foaming slime the other day, so.
And Mark's never been happier.
This condom in this paper cup's a little bit dry. You got any of that jelly stuff?
What were you going to say, Vinny?
I have a friend in high school. He used to swear by, and this is just something he was known for saying. He said, and I don't know why he chose such an acidic fruit, but he said a grapefruit with a whole boar in it.
There's actually a video.
Oh, Vinny, you and I are from the same town, and I think I know that guy. Because I remember that.
He dated him.
10 seconds in the microwave.
Yes.
And
Grapefruit Gary.
did not make a difference. Now,
Here's my Fiesta bucket for when the world comes to an end, and I've got 1,000 grapefruits. I'm good.
I just can't imagine if you have a cut or a nick, and you go for something like a lemon or a grapefruit.
A nick? Are you talking about a dick nick?
A dicknick. Talking about a dicknick.
I went on a wonderful picnic once. Sandwiches.
Was
I
it
gotta
good?
think
Charges are still
I
pending.
bet you did. I bet you did.
I think that's the first thing I want to do after this pandemic is over, is to go on a beautiful picnic.
Yes. Just get a
Beautiful
towel,
picnic.
some sandwiches, go out by the river, lay the towel down, have a little dicknick.
And some warm grapefruits. Yep, in a little basket.
Let's hope the ants don't show up.
Ugh.
Orgy!
All right, there's just too many perils with the grapefruit model. I don't know. I'm going back to the condom with a paper cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they showed how to make it in the video, and I was like, okay, that would work.
Yeah.
That would work.
That works.
But
I just
How
had
do
one
you
of
feel
these.
about yourself afterwards? Oh.
I just had one of these, and that works.
oh yeah, there you go.
Get my makeup on, bitch.
Slightly less acidic than grapefruit. Only slightly.
I was gonna say, no, depends on the day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love you. And for those of you who are just listening, that is Billy's blow-up wife, Bonnie.
Aw.
Oh, blow up Bonnie.
I won't tell you what the little nozzle is, but
It ain't that little. So,
Sir, I am mightily offended.
did you say mightily or mildly? I didn't know which.
Mightily.
mightily.
Oh, okay.
I'm a lady, ass face.
Lady, you cunt!
I think that was actually her name when she used to work in the Ren Fair. Lady Ass.
face.
Lady ass face.
Hello, everyone.
Oh dear God. Oh dear. You know, we've been
Click on
talking
the link below for how to make your own lady ass face doll at the end of the show.
I come from a long line of ass faces. You do.
I thought it was Tits McGee.
No, she's
That's me.
That's Jill. Yeah. Tits McGee and Lady Assface. Could we be more misogynistic as an organization? I'm just saying.
All the women associated with us have wonderful names.
And Big Boo.
That we've mostly chosen ourselves, so I don't know what that says about the group.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
That's very true.
Is there a comedy show going on here somewhere?
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. You ready for? You want to, Billy? Since you put us back on track, would you like to?
Diseased.
Would you like to? What was that?
Coronavirus!
He's got corona!
Anybody coughs, though. When anybody coughs, everyone in the room looks at them and goes, coronavirus, coronavirus.
Yeah.
Is everybody feeling okay?
Yeah.
Never better.
I feel good. I was sick earlier, but I feel good.
Grandma's not doing so hot. But
I think Alex may be a little bit loose.
I feel great.
Yeah. What about you, Billy? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Feeling great all the time.
Billy, you know, I just noticed, for those of you who are watching this on video, the first drink he had was a martini. The second drink he had.
I
No
am.
wonder why he's feeling great. Yes,
They're
I'm
both
watching
sitting on
martini down with a cocktail.
It's rum and coke and vodka. It's fine. I'm okay.
It's a rum and coke with a martini chaser.
Yes.
That's Daddy's
You want to party
medicine.
with Bill?
Like, yeah.
Just saying.
Followed up by a few poppers.
Nobody does it like Billy.
That's after the sun goes down.
But all right. Since Billy did mention that we are doing a comedy show, let's go back into a game that we have played many, 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 many times, but we've never done it virtually. So this could be either hysterically funny or a catastrophic failure. This is a game. Who knows? We'll find out. This is a game that we call Return Desk. And what I'm going to do is I am going to chat. I'm going to chat message Alex. I'm sorry. I'm going to chat message Eric and Vinny an unusual item that Alex is going to be returning. And Alex isn't going to know what it is, unfortunately. And the other two are going to have to give him context clues to help him try to figure it out. So let's see if I can do this correctly.
So not Alex.
So not Alex.
To not Alex.
Yes. Well, the problem is I can't do it. I can't send it to multiple people. I don't think. Let's see. No, I have to send it to people individually. I have to send it to people individually. Well, this is actually a good time. Just Alex, go through all of your.
Absolutely excellent.
While I'm telling you, he's doing it anyway. Okay.
Happening.
All right. Okay.
And when she passes, each one she passes goes.
Scott, I did get it.
Good. And Eric, you should have it as well.
Got it.
All right,
Great.
I'm done.
In a submarine.
So Eric is going to play the host or the clerk at the store that Alex is returning this thing to, and Vinny will come in with other characters as he sees fit. And Alex has absolutely no idea, nor do Jill and Billy or Seth, for that matter, as to what Alex is returning. All right, a little game we call Return Desk. Go.
Hey, sir, sorry, I got to bring all these back. I bought a bunch of them to kind of weather through the quarantine and stuff, but it turns out I don't need them as much as I did think I was gonna. So is it cool if I bring all these back to you?
Well, we do have a very stringent return policy. I mean, did they not perform the way you anticipated?
I mean, they did great, but I only need like 3 of them, not the 60 I bought.
Well, 60 does seem quite ambitious. Tell me, how did they end up in this condition?
Well, I only unpacked like 10 of them, and then I realized I really only need 3, so I kind of repacked the 7 I didn't use, and the other ones are still fully packed, so like I never touched them. Like you can resell them.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me here. If I could just get through for a moment. It seems like a conversation that's going to go on for a while. And I just want to know, I just need one. Could I just grab one real quick? I bought one yesterday. Needs a friend. Want to name him Theo. Could I have just one, please?
Certainly, sir. We would be honored to help you. Yes, here. Choose the one that you like the most.
I've already picked out this one. He looks like a Theo to me.
Yes, I would say that's a Theo for sure. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, here's the agreed upon price. I'm out of here with my Theo. I'm gonna have so much fun.
Right. Yes. So back to you, sir. Was something about the product bugging you?
Yeah, I didn't like the way that they moved, and it kind of creeped me out. So, like, I'm gonna keep 3 of them because I think they're good for me, and good for the environment. But like, these other ones, I just want to give back to you. I don't need them in my house anymore. They're kind of wormy, you know.
And you say they moved? That is not the way this product is designed to work at all.
Oh, okay. Well, I must have been doing something wrong with them. So it furthers my need to get back to you because if I don't know how to use them, I don't want them. So can I just have my money back, please?
Well, I don't know. Do you have cats? Did maybe the cats affect the usage of this product?
I do have a cat, but I don't know why he didn't enjoy it as much as I thought he would. But I really don't know.
Well, I just feel like maybe you didn't try hard enough to really appreciate this product. I mean, they're more of something that you find on the kitchen floor in the morning, you know, and you take in the sight and you really appreciate them. Did you try that?
I really did try that. It's just lost on me.
Yes, I can tell. Yes.
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt right here? I've just got to step in for a moment. This conversation's going on for ages, and I just got to get something before I leave for the day. This is the only place you can buy them in this condition, which is something I very much like about this place. But here's the thing. I'm putting together an army for myself, an army that's going to outlast this whole COVID-19 thing. And I know if they can survive any kind of nuclear holocaust, then they're going to survive this 19 COVID thing. But I don't need them to survive. I'm going to raise them. And that's why I've come to your shop to buy them in this condition.
Yes, sir, Captain Jack Sparrow. We would
Right.
love to help you. Yes. Please take a look here. Sometimes you might want to open some of the cabinets here and look deep inside to see if you can find one that you appreciate the most.
Oh, here's one that's not moving at all. Can I have that one?
Yes, yeah. That's a handsome chap. Yes.
Here's the agreed upon price. I'm leaving.
All right. I appreciate your patronage.
These stuffed hamsters are just not what I thought they would be.
Stuffed hamster, sir.
Is that not what I
use
thought?
this
Okay,
product for a
I'm
low
sorry.
quality stuffed hamster. No. These are prime. These have been a product designed over millions of years to be found underneath your feet in the morning. Oh, what a pleasure when you step on one. You know what I mean? And yes. And we have the big ones. We have small
Hey, mister.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
I wanted to know. I'm full-blooded Latin, so this is okay. I'm taking it back. Hey, mister, I wanted to know if I could have just a couple of these.
Oh, yes, nothing like a party featuring our products. Oh, yes. And we have these ones imported from Germany as well. They're also.
Oh my God! I don't know what it is.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I do have just one thing, if I could break in here for just a sec. It seems to me that I am needing. I have this problem every morning when I wake up. I turn on the lights and they all start to scurry. So I
take all these cockroaches back. Take all these cockroaches back.
But I want them in a condition where I can pre-put them in my house and I never have to kill them.
Cockroach eggs. I don't need these cockroach eggs.
Do you, though? I don't think we sell them by the egg. I mean, these are already developed, but not quite very active.
These are so crunchy when you dip them in chocolate. They're delicious.
It's a good thing they're not moving so much because they are of certain type.
Yes.
It is very easy to pick them up here in the store and examine them, since they're not running from my fingers as I pick them up.
They definitely won't
Frozen
take
cockroaches. Take them
Frozen cockroaches. Frozen cockroaches.
Did you know I really love the Pink Panther? Because the Pink Panther song goes, dead ant, dead ant.
Oh, frozen ants. Dead ants. Take the dead ants back. Take the dead ants back.
Oh my goodness! No.
Excuse me.
I was here. Back.
I was here.
I think we're gonna have to give it to him.
What was it?
Because he got both dead and cockroach, but just never quite at the same time.
Not dead cockroach. Yeah, we'll say he got it.
I almost said Twinkies when you said they would survive the pandemic. But I was like,
Well,
It's so valid.
I think you look like, oh, I got that clue, but I didn't know you were thinking Twinkies.
No, Twinkies do not last forever. After about 10 years, they turn into bears. So,
I understand.
it was either
that,
cockroaches, Twinkies, or Cher. So, you know.
That's true. Well, all right. We have owed Jill some time in the spotlight since our last episode. And because unfortunately, had to cut the last episode short, so Jill didn't get a chance to rant. Because we have a recurring segment in our shows here, which gives one of our cast members the opportunity to rant about whatever they want to, and it is Jill's turn. So let's turn the focus to Jill and find out what's on Jill's mind.
So those of you on the screen with me and those of you, all two of you listening at home who may know me personally, know that I'm in marketing. That's what I do for a living, is I am a marketer. And so I pay a lot of attention to the brand messaging that companies share out all the time, but certainly during this pandemic, I've been paying a lot of attention to the types of emails I'm getting from all of these stores and businesses that I frequent. And it's been really interesting to watch how different organizations are kind of spinning their sales pitches to meet the needs that people are finding themselves in while they're all stuck at home. So one of my favorites that came in the other day, Tijuana Flats, which we have one right up the road. They're doing takeout. They're doing kids eat free, all of this great stuff that's helping us out a lot while we're all stuck at home. But they opened a fresh market. So you can actually order groceries from Tijuana Flats. If you need fresh produce, if you need gallons of iced tea, if you need basically any of the ingredients that they're getting from their suppliers, you can order as a grocery order. But my favorite part, Vinny, going back to the Fiesta bucket, is you can also order paper products from them, specifically toilet paper. So you can order your tacos and you can order your toilet paper all from Tijuana Flats. And I think that's genius. I got an email from Michael's the other day, the craft and home decor store. And the subject line was something along the lines of suddenly noticing a lack of art on your walls. And it's like, yes, I've been stuck in my house for a month and I've been staring at my walls. And yes, that new poster print that you have framed would look gorgeous behind me in all of my Zoom meetings. Nutrisystem has been going nuts, and they are hitting hard the fact that they will bring food to your house and leave it on your porch. It's almost not about the weight loss anymore. It's about the fact that they will deliver meals to your home every week. It's genius marketing. Another favorite, Express. And if you're on Express's mailing list, you know that you get approximately 8 emails a day from Express if they're trying to reach you. They had a whole new line that they were promoting the other day that was your work from home wear. And I kid you not, it was a whole new line of leggings and of long tunic shirts, these big cozy over sweaters, cheetah print slippers. I mean, this woman in the ad looked like she just stepped off the cover of a magazine if that magazine had been printed in her house after she'd been stuck there for a month. So brilliant what they're doing. But I really have to give a shout out to Joanne Fabric. Obviously, you've heard a lot in the news lately about people needing masks. We just talked about it a little while ago that we need masks now. But the health industry, the healthcare industry, there are a lot of opportunities around the country to make masks and donate them. And Joanne Fabric just today, in fact, sent out an email that if you want to make masks and donate them to healthcare professionals, Joanne Fabric will donate the fabric to you. They will donate all the supplies. They have a how-to on their website that you can watch how to make the masks. And so they're really doing a good thing for these healthcare providers, and also making it really easy if you have any inclination to sew to do that at home. So a lot of people are doing it right. There's some people that are doing it way, way, way wrong. DSW, no offense, love their shoes, but they keep sending me emails about how I can save 40% off my entire shoe order right now. I don't know about you guys. I haven't worn shoes in a month at this point. If I have to walk outside, it's flip-flops. Otherwise, no shoes. I don't need to save 40% on shoes, but thanks, DSW. And then finally, to wrap it up, one of my favorite promotional items companies, and I'm not going to name the company, but you can get like your logoed tumblers and your logoed t-shirts and things for your business. Well, they sent me an email the other day that they had logoed masks. You could buy COVID masks with your company logo on them. And given the fact that I work in the kind of venue that is probably going to be one of the last things to open because it encourages people to gather in groups, I thought, that's not a bad idea. We could order up a couple hundred COVID masks with our logo on them and hand them out to people as an incentive to come back. So the other day, after the email had been sitting in my inbox for a couple of days, I went to click on the link to see how much they cost. Gone. That entire section of their website is gone. So obviously they posted it, and the social media backlash was swift and brutal, and now they're not offering that product anymore. So apparently I'm going to have to make my own.
There you go. There you go. Commercials in the commercial connections made during the pandemic. Yeah. Have you guys noticed there's some TV commercials out now that actually are reflecting the way people are living and they're targeting. I just have one question. How did these get made? Because these people are not 6 feet away from one another.
Okay, pay a lot of close attention to those commercials. A lot of them are all digitally generated. A lot of them use a lot of stock footage that was obviously shot just generally and has been purchased for that commercial. And one of my favorites, I think it's USAA, it's footage of all their employees like shot on their cell phones from their own home. And they obviously compiled it, put it all together.
State Farm's doing that too, yeah.
Yeah,
my favorite is the Burger King one. You're probably not thinking about Burger King right now, but we're thinking about you. And I'll like respond every time. It's like, nah, still not thinking about Burger King.
There's a pizza one. It's either Pizza Hut or Domino. I think it's Pizza Hut. But they say that they'll deliver it without contact, which is the word. Someone leaves it on your doorstep. You're like, I guess I'll eat this. But they say it leaves our 500-degree oven, and then no one touches it, and it goes until you and like. What were you doing before? You're digging in. What were you doing to my pizza before?
Hey, real quick, I got to chime in. My wife just poked her head in, and she just said, hey, I have to kindly ask that for future Wit shows, I'm working from home. Could you please not scream cunt at the top of your lungs?
I did it. On that note, on that note, it is time for us to say goodbye so that Alex's wife can get back to work without hearing profanity screamed in the background. It is time for our Irish drinking song, and I know I didn't give the order out prior to, so let me give you the order of the Irish drinking song for this particular show. I'll kick it off because I haven't started in a while. It'll be me, Vinny, Billy, Jill, Alex, Eric. So, Scott, Vinny, Billy, Jill, Alex, Eric. Got it?
Got it.
Got it. And this episode's Irish drinking song is going to be about logoed masks. Logoed masks. Oh, hidey, 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 hidey. I wish I had a mask.
And it's not a disgrace.
I'll put on a logo.
I'll wear it on my face.
And if you are offended,
that's just tough for you.
Because I have one.
And I'll wear it bloopy-doo. Oh, hidey, 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 hidey.
I'll wear it in the store.
I'll wear it on a walk.
I'll wear it without thinking.
I'll wear it on me cock.
But then you probably won't see it.
Because of where it is.
I'll show all the children.
You can't show things like that to children, Billy. What's wrong with you?
You can't show things to children.
So I'll keep it back up on my face.
Because that's a good place for it.
I think the logo will
be something to do with Dorrit.
And then you'll know my business.
And I will be so proud.
I will wear it quietly and loud.
And I will wear it loud. Eric stole my line.
I got mixed up.
All right.
Wear it
loud.
All right.
I'm cunt.
Start the cunt. Start the song.
So the rest of us can yell it, just not Alex? Is that
I shouldn't yell it when she's next door on phone calls trying to sell things.
Yeah, I can understand. Till next time, this is the cast of Wit Improv on WITticisms.
Woo! Next time.
We hope all four of you enjoyed it. Hello, FBI.
Superhero running through the rain. Spent $500 for some trick that tell me I'm insane. I jumped off my roof because I thought that I could fly. hospital low because I had to try. I still don't know why. I'm running around chasing this dragonfly. I still don't know how. I woke up this morning with only one eyebrow. I think that my mind's a little defective, caught up in the everyday traffic of different perspectives. Well, I need someone to call my own, someone to help me get out of this twilight zone. I think it could be you. The look in your eyes is telling me it could be true. But if you want me to be your Romeo, well, I can't do that, but I can always be your very own superhero. You be my Lois Lane, but I'll be your Superman. We'll run away, I've got a plan. Yeah, yeah.